Hello, Spor.
Oh, you coming in?
Come on, mate.
Maria and her mum Ruth have made a special trip to Richmond with their two very precious elderly companions.
Morning, Kirsty.
Hello, Kirsty.
Hello.
Oh, dear.
So who have we got here? Which one's which?
This is Spot.
And this is popcorn.
We've come all the way from Kent with my two cats. I know Scott can deal with the problem, and I know he can sort both the cats out.
Hello, how are you? Oh, wow.
The mother and daughter have made the trip after watching Vet on the Hill.
After seeing what Scott does on TV to all these lovely animals, it's about time that our two cats were sorted out.
Scott, sorry.
Yeah, that's me. Spot's the cat, all right? Spot's the cat. I reckon this is probably the first time she's been out of words, is it?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying a word what you've been coming out with.
But sadly, this is not a social visit.
Popcorn and Spot are old boys. They're 14 and 13 respectively. Maria and Ruth have been very concerned about their cats. Popcorn has a snotty nose and Spot has problems with polyps in his ears.
Polyps are growths that can develop in a cat's ear, and if left untreated, can become large enough to block the ear canal and rupture the eardrum.
Yes, I can see a little dark spot there. So there's a couple of them actually in that left ear, which is a sign of polyp development.
So will you take the polyps out if he has got polyps?
It depends on where they are and where they're attached. Once we can actually look down there effectively, we'll be able to then advise and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah. What we want is for him to have his twilight years in comfort. Polyps in cats can be really quite serious indeed. They can actually completely block off the ear canals, which lead to chronic and ongoing ear infections. Here you go, good lad.
That's a good boy.
But they can also grow down and into the throat as well. So they can be really big and really quite concerning indeed.
All right, so this is the fabled Popcorn. Hello, buddy. How are you? It's a pretty obvious problem, isn't it, girls?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Hello, champ. Come on out you come. If I get you to pop the box on the floor for me, please, Maria.
This poor boy is really struggling with a horribly snotty nose. Not only is there discharge coming out of it that's pus, but also there's a little bit of blood. So it's really an uncomfortable situation for him. He's making a huge amount of sort of snoring noises. This isn't a comfortable boy.
So yeah, you're a very thin old man, aren't you? Definitely had better days.
He didn't have better days when he was born. He was born underneath a car.
Was he?
Yeah, his mum started to give birth and I actually climbed underneath the car and got the mum out and she was giving birth to Popcorn.
No way.
And I actually helped her giving birth to all her kittens because she was struggling.
So he's been your boy right from the first second of his life?
Yeah. Please save him, Scott.
Yeah.
It's not his time.
No.
Okay.
It might seem that a snotty nose isn't too much to worry about and you send an animal away with some antibiotics and all should be good. But I'm very concerned here that Maria and Ruth have tried numerous different treatments to try and fix this problem, but it keeps coming back.
He has a really nasty inflammation of the nasal passages. It can be caused by foreign bodies up his nose, it can be caused by polyps, and the worst case scenario is it can be caused by cancer. That is not right at all.
Okay. No.
Isn't it, champ? Hey? But Mummy cares about you.
We don't know exactly what is wrong with Popcorn. It doesn't sound good. I've just got to wait and see.
As both Spot and Popcorn have serious conditions that need to be understood, I now need to take them downstairs into the practice to be able to perform some tests and understand exactly what's going on with them and what I need to do to fix them.
And then once we've got some answers for you, we'll talk it through and we'll go from there.
Bye-bye, boys. Be good.
See you boys later. Just hope it's not bad news for you.
Oh, my baby. Oh, see ya. See ya, Manu.
In Twickenham, another mother and daughter, Beta and LEILU, also have an appointment with Scott for their much-loved pet hedgehog.
So she's Luta, she's 1.5 years old. She's an African pygmy hedgehog. You can really pet her, give her kisses. She's a very special one.
These endearing animals can be kept as pets, and their growth in popularity means there are now around 10,000 of them in homes across the UK.
She's more like a cat because she knows her name and you have to give her belly rubs, and she's really very close to our hearts. Hello, baby.
But recently, this prickly princess has been struggling with ongoing bladder issues.
First, what I noticed that she had blood in her pee. Of course, we went to the vet and she got some antibiotics. But then we noticed that she was a bit incontinent.
After multiple courses of antibiotics, Luta doesn't seem to be improving. So Beta and LEILU are taking her to see Scott for further investigation.
She is suffering and she is weak. It's just something that is just breaking your heart because you can see that, I don't know, she was really, I think, in pain.
I'm gonna take you to Scott, all right? So we're gonna be all right, little baby.
I am really worried that she needs a surgery. I mean, it scares me to death because she's just tiny. We have to find a solution because it's just not the way how she can live.
Hey, Nath.
Hey, Scott.
These two much-loved moggies are Popcorn and Spot. They're two old boys, so we are going to have to tread quite carefully.
Popcorn has got a problem with a snotty nose. Spot has chronically irritated ears and some small polyps growing in each of them, which is causing him a little bit of mischief.
All right, so we'll just start with Spot.
Scott is hoping the polyps in Spot's ear are not serious enough to need surgery.
So now he's under anaesthetic. We're just going to be having a look at his ears to see what's going on.
So there's a lot of scabs and crusty bits.
During the process of cleaning Spot's ears, I remove a small polyp. There are some more polyps there, but I certainly don't think they're a cause of major concern. And hopefully with good cleaning and a course of antibiotics, these ears should improve.
Next, it's on to Popcorn, who's also now under a light sedation, so Scott can investigate why the cat has a nasty discharge coming from his nose.
Okay, so we're going to have to move quick with this guy. So we're going to just take him next door now. We'll do the x-rays and we'll go from there.
X-rays will show Scott if there are any signs of cancer in the elderly cat.
X-ray. We've taken some x-rays of Popcorn's head. What I can see is that his nasal passages look relatively clear and that I can't see anything solid in there. But I'm not sure if I can be confident yet that he doesn't have cancer, but I'm feeling hopeful. What we're going to do now is just to flush his nasal passages, just to get rid of all of that gunk, and then look down his nose. It's quite the weapon to put down a poor little cat's nose, isn't it?
Scott is now using a rhinoscope, which will give him an illuminated view deep inside Popcorn's nasal cavities.
Using the rhinoscope, there isn't anything lurking there that there shouldn't be, so little Popcorn doesn't have polyps. He doesn't seem to have any tumours developing down there. All right, so he can wake up.
My suspicion is that Popcorn is suffering with cat flu, which is a viral condition. It's caused by two different types of virus, calicivirus or herpes virus, which can then lead to recurrent bacterial infections. The great news is that neither Popcorn nor Spot needs surgery, and I think that's going to be a huge relief for Maria and Ruth. They absolutely adore animals, so I know that these two cats are in great hands. Yes, they're going to need long-term management, but if that's done right, they can live long and happy lives.
Hey, Sam.
Popcorn and Spot have a bright future. For now, they'll sleep off the anaesthetic before heading home later today.
Nose. Okay, all right, sweetheart. Okay, yes. Hi, Beta. Hi, Lulu. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
All right, well, let's see our little lady, eh?
Beta and LEILU have arrived to see Scott with their pet hedgehog, Luta.
There you are. Always just so amazed at how beautiful your girl is. Hello, beautiful. And still problems with her ability to go to the toilet to wee.
She actually tried in the morning and was just in there and she couldn't do anything.
How painful are we talking?
She can cry and scream and...
Scream?
Yeah.
Okay. I can just see she flinches a little bit every time I touch around her bladder. You can just see how little legs lift up, so she is uncomfortable.
Little Luta has had a persistent bladder problem, which so far hasn't responded to antibiotics.
So I think what we need to do today is to do an ultrasound of her bladder, just to have a better look at the bladder and understand how it's functioning and if there's any problems with it. All right. So what we're going to do with you, Mrs., is going to take you downstairs. I'm going to give her a little bit of gas because that's the only way she'll let me properly look at her tummy. And once I've been able to assess that with an ultrasound, we'll go from there. All right. All right. Will you say goodbye to Mummy?
Bye.
See you.
Luta very much is part of Beta and Leilu's family. So if something was to go wrong with this poor little creature, I know that they will be both devastated. All right. Come on then, let's go, sweetie. There we go.
Please take good care of her, okay?
While Leilu heads off to school, Beta will wait to hear what Scott finds on the ultrasound.
So, Luta's back with us again.
Is she struggling to urinate again?
She is, yeah. She's straining, and Beta really thinks that she's in pain to the point where she's actually been screaming.
Oh, no.
Nurse Nathan and Scott's new vet, Tina, are helping out today.
So I met Luta about a month and a half ago. I automatically fell in love with Luta after one consultation. She's something very unique and very special.
Oh! Unbelievable, Luta. I am trying to help. I'm going to leave you with lovely Tina. Well, let's try and give her a little bit of gas. All right. The anaesthetic we're going to perform today is an inhalation anaesthetic. So it's basically placing Luta into a box that then the anaesthetic agent is then funneled into. She then goes to sleep really quite quickly, and then we put her onto a mask and we can maintain her on that whilst I perform the ultrasound. Okay, let's see what we can see, shall we? Do you see that, guys? I mean, that is literally filling the whole bladder, which is why she's straining so much.
She must be very uncomfortable.
This image shows very clearly that we have a pretty serious problem on our hands. Hi there, Beta. Thanks for waiting. Come on down, I've got something to show you. Here's your little lady.
Scott has just performed an ultrasound on pet hedgehog Luta, and owner Beta is about to find out the results.
Right, so when I put the probe onto her bladder, here's her bladder here, right? That should be a black bag, okay, full of fluid. Instead, she's got something grey sitting in there. Can you see that? And that shouldn't be there. The only way for me to try and make her more comfortable and to make it better is by actually going in and performing surgery. All right.
You can make it. I mean, she's very small.
She is very small, so I need to use some very small instruments. Nathan's here watching the anaesthetic. Okay, we're watching like a hawk. We know how much you love her, all right? So we're going to make sure we do what we need to today. But when I see something like that in a bladder, I need to get that out straight away because it could be hopefully something like a bit of protein. It could be some sort of mineral accumulation, but of course you need to be prepared for the possibility it could be cancer, right?
No, it's not.
I hope not as well. I hope not as well. Okay. All right, so can you just say a quick little goodbye to her? Okay, because we're going to have to take her straight into surgery.
Take care of her, please. That's all right. That's all right.
All right, we'll see you in a
You
little
will
bit.
just call me later.
I will call you, yeah. All right. All right, we'll look after your girl.
That's right.
Okay.
Beta, she adores Luta. We're really hopeful that it isn't a mass inside the bladder because that can be quite serious. And if it is, I will be heartbroken, along with Beta. But we will get through this together, no matter the outcome.
So let's wake her up. On recovery from anaesthetic, animals just don't really know where they are or what they're doing. But obviously surgery can be painful as well. And even though we manage it with pain relief, Luta is showing signs of discomfort. Bless her. Good girl. It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. Good girl. Come on, baby. Hey?
Luta will have to be
It's not a
closely
hedge, but it
monitored
looks
overnight
cozy.
to make sure she fully recovers from the operation.
Go and have a snuggle. That's it. Hello, girls. Oh, my goodness. Hello, you two. You're whirlwinds.
Maria
So
and
lots
Ruth
to
are
talk
back
to you
to hear
about,
Scott's
actually. Did you have a
report
nice
on their
day,
poorly
Rachel?
cats,
Absolutely
Spot and
fantastic.
Popcorn.
Yeah. So, popcorn. We've been able to rule out polyps, we've been able to rule out foreign bodies, and we've been able to rule out cancer.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
That's good
Lovely.
news. That is good news.
He does, however, have what I believe to be cat flu. So good news as far as being able to rule out the really horrible things, but the bad news is that this is an ongoing, consistent problem. But rather than thinking that you're ever going to find a cure, it's that mental shift to go, you know what I need to do is to manage the conditions, all right? And that's with consistent use of antibiotics.
Oh, I can't wait to get him home. I cannot wait, bless his heart.
Now, Spot, I actually feel that his ear canals are perfectly fine as they are. Yes, there are polyps there. I removed one on the left-hand side, which has increased the canal a little bit more. But for me, he's a 13-year-old cat, and do we want to put him through a major operation with a lot of really nasty complications? Or is it best to try consistent and ongoing management, which would be just an ear clean on a twice-weekly basis, which he probably won't like very much, but I think he's going to like it far more than major surgery.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
I'm so grateful for what you've done for these cats, especially poor little Popcorn. So it's a big thank you.
It's more than a big thank you, Scott. It's
yes.
more than a thank you.
Hopefully you're going to have him for a lot longer yet.
And
Thank you, Scott.
Bye, boys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for seeing it.
They're goose to us.
Right, thank you, Scott.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Bye, girls.
Thank you,
Bye,
Scott.
thank
All
you.
right, see ya.
See ya.
Are you? Go on then.
At the end of a busy day, Scott's arrived home with a very special little passenger.
Hi, guys!
Luta has had a really big day today and she's going to be painful after the procedure. And rather than send her home to the very worried Beta, I thought instead I'm going to take her back to my place. She's going to get all the love and attention she could possibly desire, lots of cuddles and the medication she needs. There she is. What'd you think?
She's adorable.
Nice and gentle, that's it. So Luta, the fact that she's gone through surgery, they understand what Daddy's job is. It's being a vet, it's looking after animals and sometimes performing things on them that they don't like. She is, she's got a lovely, fluffy, soft tummy. Daddy had to take a little lump out of it today.
That's literally gross.
A lot of Daddy's job is literally gross. But she seems much happier.
I think Luta's going to get a lot of attention, perhaps a little more than she'd like. So we will have to make sure we, as always, curb the crazy, keep things nice and calm for her, because she has, after all, had surgery today. But I think she's going to get a lot of love. And better to be here, I think, than in the vet practice tonight. Closest thing to a real home.
Good girl. Well done, Luta. A good girl. Oh, there we go.
When she's feeling better, then she can go home to her mummy.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm gonna miss her.
We've only known her 5 minutes. Something to eat for her, sweetie?
Okay, go on. What's happened, hey? Oh, you lovely boy.
Next day, Scott's
You're not
nurse
feeling
Jess
good.
has his latest
You're
patient
not
waiting.
yourself.
Hey, Jess, what have we got?
Hi, Scott. We've got a really poorly puppy here.
Poorly puppy.
Been vomiting a lot
Okay.
and diarrhea.
Oh dear, and do we think that he's eaten something silly or
Well, apparently he's quite the scavenger,
is he?
so that is a possibility.
Okay, I don't know how you even reach a bin. Look how short you are. Hey, so what's his name?
His name's Colin.
Colin! Oh, Colin, that's a fantastic name. All right, mate, well, let's have a little look at you. So he still seems pretty bright, which is good, doesn't it?
Puppies use their mouth to explore their environment and they chew a lot and very often they swallow things. So to have a sore tummy out of the blue means very likely he's chewed something and swallowed it when he shouldn't have.
All right, let's bring you around here. Go cuddle with Auntie Jess and have a little feel back here. Yeah, and he's definitely tense in his abdomen. Really sore. Oh, you don't like that, do you, mate? You don't like that. No, you don't.
Because we don't know what Colin's potentially swallowed, this is an emergency situation. We don't know if he has swallowed something toxic or something sharp, but either way we need to understand exactly what it is and work out how best to treat it.
We'll do a little x-ray and have a little look what's inside your tummy. What have you swallowed, hey? Hey, what have you swallowed?
Upstairs, Colin's owner Susie is anxious about her baby boy. Colin is her very first puppy, and she's had him for just 6 months.
I've always wanted a miniature Dachshund puppy, and my husband bought Colin for me, and he was the best Christmas present I've ever had. And he was born on our wedding anniversary, so that seemed to make him extra special. Well, I'm very, very nervous about the whole thing, but I think he's in good hands, so we hope for the best.
X-ray. Good boy, well done. That's not too bad, was it?
Good.
Okay, let's do it.
You were so good. Such a good boy.
Poor boy. Hi there, Susie. Do you want to come down and see your boy? A few things to talk about. Looking at these x-rays, it's very clear what the problem is. There is a dense piece of material in his stomach. It's about the density of his vertebrae, so very clearly it's likely to be bone, but it's present in his stomach and hasn't moved. So he is a dog that tends to eat things he shouldn't, is that right?
Well, he's so low down on the ground that unfortunately he hoovers everything up, so...
Yes, without you being able to say anything otherwise. Yeah, it's completely fair enough. So you can see the problem here is that this is bone. It could have got down the stomach. The stomach's like a sink, but the concern is can it get further down? Because if it does, his intestine is about that wide. So what I'm worried about is that that will then lodge. And if it lodges, that's a major concern because then he can get perforations of the intestine, he can get peritonitis. Things go from bad to worse very, very quickly.
Yeah.
The second thing is if I try and make him vomit that, it can cause major injury because it'll come up with force.
Right.
So we can't have it come up, we can't allow it to go down, we're in a bit of a pickle. And we've given him some medication to try and make him a bit happier, but he isn't going to be happy really.
Until it's removed.
Exactly. It's very obvious the close relationship between Susanna and Colin, and he is just a baby. He's her baby, and she loves him dearly, and the last thing she wants to do is to put him through surgery, but she knows he's in danger, and I do need to do it. All right, Susie, all the best. See you later. Bye.
I just feel absolutely dry-mouthed and sweaty palmed, and I'm just really sorry he's got to go through all this. I really wish he didn't.
Oh, baby. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Let's see Mummy again soon. You should move.
Now it's all out, the stomach can settle down, and Colin should make a full recovery.
Hi. There's Mummy. Oh, wow. Let me give him to you.
Oh, goodness me.
He's just been such a lovely patient. Yeah, I think we've all fallen in love with him, to be honest.
I know, I don't deserve him. He really is a special little boy.
Well, we can take him, is it?
No.
Okay.
I will fight you for him, but anyway. But thank you so much.
No worries. So he will take a while to come right. He just needs a little bit more love and attention, so he's going to stay here.
Yeah.
And then he can go home when he's comfortable tomorrow.
Okay. I can't believe how well he looks. He's very sleepy, obviously, but he's just looking so good. I'm so relieved.
All right, well, I have to take him back now. And we will see you tomorrow once you're feeling a bit brighter, hey?
Yeah, you take care.
Say bye, Mummy.
Bye-bye.
All right, Susie. Take
Thanks
care.
so much.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, bye.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is.
Hello, Coco. Hello.
At one of Scott's other clinics, Penelope has arrived with her pet parrot, Coco.
Coco is amazing. I've had her for 2 years. She's like one of the family, really. We couldn't live without her, I don't think. You can never get bored. I mean, if you're home alone, she's always someone to talk to, you know. She'll repeat what you're saying, she'll whistle to you, and she's good company.
Good morning, baby.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
This is Coco.
Hi, Coco. How are you doing?
So my claws are too sharp.
Oh, yes. Okay. Do you want to bring her through? We can just have a quick check over.
Excellent. Her claws are really long when she sits on my finger and on my shoulder. When they're too long, it starts digging into the skin and becomes really painful. And I think it's not good for her either.
And how old is she?
She's 2.
And she's happy and healthy at home?
Yep, everything's good. It's just these claws. Ow!
Oh, yes. Do you want to try and pop her on the table? Let's see if we can do that. And then there we go. So the first thing we're going to do is get her a little bit settled and then just check her heart and respiration. Basically make sure that she's healthy enough for us to handle her in order to clip her nails. Oh, look how long those are.
Yeah, they're digging into me. I'm gonna have scars from
All
there.
right, well, we'll get those sorted for her today. Let's just have a quick listen at your heart. All right, give me those little feet. You keep chewing. Hopefully she doesn't bite my ear. In order to check her heart, I can use a stethoscope, but I just find my ear can hear a lot better. Okay, so her heart and chest sounds fine. All right, here we go. So I'm more than happy to do her nail clip today.
Oh, excellent. Ow! Oh, yeah, she's agitated
She's grumpy now.
Well, you didn't want to come to me.
There we go, good girl.
Tina will take grumpy Coco downstairs for the procedure.
I'll look after her.
Bye, Coco. Bye.
Luta, yeah, sweetie. There you go. What's that?
Yeah, you feeling better?
Luta's night of TLC with the Miller family has given the little hedgehog an appetite, and now she's ready to go home.
Mummy will be here soon, won't she? You're going to go back in there, wait for her.
Hello, ladies. Look who I've got.
Beta and LEILU have just arrived to collect their precious pet.
I'm so cold, baby. I'm so sorry.
Well, you shouldn't be sorry, because I think by being very brave, we've got a very good result in that she's recovered beautifully. But the tumour is about that big. So what was happening is that tumour was pressurising the bladder, so she just didn't have anywhere for her wee to go. And I think by removing it, she's going to be much more comfortable. All right? But now I know you guys are worried because we do have this agonising wait.
Yeah.
All right, until the pathologist gets back to me and tells me what that tumour is, and then we'll work out what we have to go from there.
Okay.
If this lump comes back as non-cancerous, as benign, Luta should have a normal quality of life almost immediately and have a normal lifespan. But if it comes back as something nasty, the answer's altogether different.
Oh,
So pretty.
So you're deep.
She does love you. It's incredible.
See you, Kitty.
It's a huge relief that that pain is not there anymore, and hopefully that will go away completely. But we're still worried about the results on Thursday.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
You give her lots of love. I know that you will. And I'll speak to you in a few days.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you, Scott.
All right,
See
then.
you
My
later.
pleasure. See you later, girls. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.
Bye.
All the best.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Luta. Bye. See ya.
Hello, Coco. Hello. She's in for a little bit of a nail clip today.
At Scott's Isleworth clinic, vet Tina and nurse Alicia are preparing to give Coco a much-needed nail trim.
So birds become stressed quite quickly and they can die quite suddenly. So procedure-wise, we just try to keep it short and sweet. Okay, she's quite happy over there. We're going to start with your manicure or pedicure. So why do you file them, sort of cut them? So by filing them, I actually build up a little bit of heat in that nail. Because when you clip them, you can clip them too short and they can bleed. Okay. So when I'm filing, if I do get a little bit of blood, it cauterizes it at the same time. Okay. And it's not painful for her. Perfect. Let's do the next foot. Coco's been an absolute star. She didn't scream, she didn't complain. And that's your pedicure complete, miss. All right, thanks, Liz. Here we go. And she tolerated the handling very well. She was a very good patient today. All right, hang on.
Hello, Coco.
Yes, she is. She did
Hello.
so well.
Hi. Let's see. Oh, that's so much better. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Isn't it? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Having her clothes filed down is good for both of us because now she can spend more time on my shoulder and on my fingers.
Bye, Coco. Will you give me a whistle, honey? Coco seems quite happy after the procedure. She even gave me a little whistle afterwards to let me know that everything went all right and she's going to be okay.
Hi, Vita, come on through. You've got your girl.
Yeah.
There you go. Pop her down and grab a seat.
It's a new day, and a very nervous Beta is back to see Scott to find out Luta's pathology results.
So as you know, we had to remove that large lump we found in her uterus. We were hopeful it was going to be something benign, but in fact, we've spoken with the pathologist and what we've found is something called a leiomyosarcoma, which unfortunately is not good news.
And this particular tumour is incredibly malignant.
What does it mean?
Because of how vicious this particular tumour is, what we need to do is perform a hysterectomy like in a female who has uterine cancer.
Okay, so but it means if you do that, then she can live a longer life.
That's the hope, yes.
The surgery we need to perform on Luta is called an ovarian hysterectomy, and that's removing the uterus and the ovaries together. Now remove any remnants of this tumour, and hopefully Luta will live a full, natural life.
You just need to have this one last bit of faith in me, and I will take her downstairs and we'll do it straight away. The sooner we can do it, the better chance she has that I'll be able to completely cure her.
That's the best. I mean, you say completely cure, so that's the only reason why I think we have to do that to her, that after that she can be fine.
Beta is understandably devastated at the news. The last thing she wants is for her girl to go through discomfort and a surgery again.
Say bye to Mama. No.
It is very sad, but it's the right thing to do.
All right, speak to you later.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, baby. Oh, honey.
Do you think it's a surgery with this thing, Scott?
I know, waking up to this. Poor thing, yeah.
As Luta starts to come round from the anaesthetic, everyone is relieved.
It's so sweet.
It's good news. We're smiling at the end of this surgery today, and hopefully this is the last time. I'm very happy.
Hello, ladies.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, here's your baby.
Oh, hello.
She is.
Luta.
I heard you've been a very brave girl, my little one.
She has been a very brave girl, you're right. She's been so good to have 2 surgeries in just a short space of time. But this surgery I feel very good about.
Luta.
Just to be 100% sure that we have removed absolutely every cancer cell that we possibly could, we are going to be sending off the reproductive tract to our pathologist to have a good check under a microscope to make sure that we can give Luta the all clear.
So it means that she will have a hopefully long and happy, hedgy life with us.
I hope so. And I hear you're throwing a party for us soon, is that right?
Yeah, I think so. We have to throw a party, no? I was really worried yesterday about her and what will happen, but now I'm really, really happy. And she looks really great.
Now that the surgeries are over, she's going to be happy hedgehog and we're going to celebrate.
All right then, little lady. Next time I'll see you, it'll be party time, eh? And hopefully we'll be delivering some good news.
Hello, buddy. Good morning. How are you? You got your voice back. You want to see Mummy? You want to see Mummy? Mummy. Where's that Mummy? Where's that Mummy? Hey?
Miniature Dachshund pup Colin is also fully recovered from the surgery to remove dangerous bone fragments from his stomach.
Come on then. Yeah, come on. Let's go find that mummy. Come on, sweet boy. Come on. It's really great with Colin that we have understood what the problem was, we've isolated it, and then removed it quickly. So we've given this little dog a lot of comfort, and now we can send him home happy and healthy to his loving mum.
Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, there he is.
Look at that tail go.
Oh, I love my mummy.
Well, as you can see, he's doing a lot better. He's much brighter. He's done so well, and he's been such a brave little patient, and we've all fallen quite in love with him. So you're actually quite lucky that you're getting him back.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's just great having him back now. I'm so relieved and so happy, I can't tell you. We're going to be so careful now with him. I can't believe that he ate all that rubbish. And we're going to have to watch him like a hawk, but it's just a big weight off my mind.
Hey, but now it's time to go home. You're such a good boy. Yes, you're such a good boy. Oh, my goodness. Colin's a puppy, and puppies like to try different things, particularly on the dietary front. I'd love to think that he's learned from his mistakes, but he probably hasn't. Oh, bless you.
Okay.
All right, see you later, Susie. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Take
see
care.
you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So cute. So, hedgehog party, hey?
No.
How many of them have you been to in your life?
None.
Same.
It's the day of little hedgehog Luta's party.
Oh, it's my
So
favourite.
cute.
Scott and Tina have arrived, and there's good news.
Hello. Hi, Beta. How are you?
Hi.
The pathology reports come back, and by removing the uterus, we've removed every single cancer cell that's present. So that means that Luta is given a clean bill of health. She's free of cancer. Long may she live.
Ah, there she is. Hello, Luta. Hello.
How is she doing after the surgery?
She's just amazing. I think she's really fine.
Well, I love all this food. It's amazing.
It's really
Look at this. Yummy. Oh, that looks nice. Tina, do you want to have a little nibble of that?
Oh.
I wouldn't, actually.
There's mealworms in there.
Mealworms. It's a hedgehog party. What did you expect?
Look, Luta, what'd you think?
Will she let us have a look at her tummy and just have a look at the scar? Good girl. Wow, she's looking brilliant. She really is looking brilliant. After major surgery, well, two of them, in fact, Luta's looking none the worse. She's actually looking really well. She seems very healthy and very happy.
We need to celebrate her recovery, and now it's time to eat some food in the shape of hedgehogs.
Well, Pina's the best.
Oh, I just pricked myself on a fake hedgehog.
Occupational hazard. Well, it's so great to see her looking so well, so I think we can say a big cheers to Luta's health. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers, sweethearts. Yeah, good girl.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danny Dusek from Bondi Vet. If you love our show and want to see more, plus some amazing content about pets and how to care for them, hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you on our next video.